Good morning. I thought today we would switch up the Motivational Monday and opt for a video rather than a post. And today our motivating ingredient is gratitude. Gratitude is an incredible motivator. Those of you that use it can attest to it. I'm certain I wake up every morning and start the day just being so grateful for the opportunity to be alive. When you recognize that, I believe it's 1 in 4 trillion chance of you even being created, and let alone having the DNA that you do and being in the location that you are, it makes it very hard not to be thankful for every day. So today I am immensely grateful for last week's event. The National Indian Gaming Association put on, I can only compare it to this year because it was my first year, but an incredible Indian gaming and trade show for the year 2021. It really was the first event back in action for the gaming industry, specifically for the gaming industry, but I was so fortunate to see so many names and people represented from all corners of the world, all different entities, all different sides of the business. It really was just such a strong showing of unity and community, and I think everyone there can attest to the energy and the excitement and the connectivity of the environment. It was incredibly empowering and uplifting after a year and a half of so much segregation, and to really come back together live and in person. I'm a huge fan of symbolism, and there's no better symbol than the live, real, actual thing. So hats off to everyone who had a hand in bringing this event to life and creating this sense of community and return to business. So many people involved to make an event like that come off without a flaw. And, of course, there's things happening in the background, many that we're probably not aware of, but to those that made it happen, thank you. It was an amazing, amazing event, an amazing opportunity for people to be rejoined with one another. I think it also reinstills an immense amount of faith and belief in what is to come for us all. There's so much going on. Obviously, we saw the Resorts World opening happen just about a month ago now. It's hard to believe it's already been a month, and that's practically almost old news now, but things happen at a rapid pace. Cashless is coming in heavy and hot. As we are working with leaner workforces, we're having to find new ways to innovate and continue to lean on one another for information, for community, swapping notes and sharing to try and figure out what is the best solution, what's working for someone else, what might work for me, but understanding we are all individuals and still together in this. I had the honor and privilege of moderating a panel on the digital revolution happening in casinos, the new way of doing business, featuring representation from Resorts World. Sandy was phenomenal. Andrew Crowe from Sightline Payments, Ian Hughes from GLI, phenomenal things GLI is up to. And then, of course, Tom Soukup from Konami, really the major players, and then, of course, NRT represented in moderation, the 4 huge entities really partnering together to help bring Resorts World to life. A phenomenal panel with amazing questions from the audience. My goal, and I said this to the audience, was really, obviously Resorts World had the esteemed privilege of being a white-papered, create the vision and build it start to finish. And so many of those in the room have a different situation. They have an existing brick and mortar business, entity, casino, that is the lifeblood for so many of their communities. And how do they approach this? Because that's a different problem-solving scenario. Having the existing business, you're working with the existing infrastructure, the existing plumbing, so to speak, and you can't just approach that in the same way. It has to be a different mindset. And so really collaborating with partners, doing your research, understanding each solution, what's in the market, and finding the partner that you really believe is going to be just that, a partner to you, and continue problem solving and innovating with you. I was so thankful for the representation at the NRT booth. We were able to have representations from every level of the organization, from field level technicians to the president of our company, Michael Dominelli. The reason I'm so grateful to be a part of NRT specifically is that really top to bottom, every person and every customer matters equally. And there really is such a strong sense of teamwork and group mindset of how do we get it done? How do we work together? How do we problem solve and innovate for the future? Just so much great. I could ramble on forever and ever, but really the message of today's Motivational Monday is gratitude. I am so grateful for this past week at NIGA. I'm excited for all that is to come, the connections and relationships that were built and made, the faces I got to see in person for the first time that I've been interacting with virtually for, the last 7 months, maybe longer, and to finally see those people in person and just give them a hug and squeeze them. It just has been incredible. So I'm going to pause this before I get emotional on camera because that's never pretty, but thank you for listening. Thank you to Victor Rocha for giving me the opportunity to moderate on the panel. And the sky is the limit. Onward and upward, everyone. I know it's been challenging, but strong signs of recovery for the future. And if I can ever be a support or a resource to you or your entity, trust that I'm here as a consultative friend and someone who cares. Have an amazing week ahead. And again, if there's ever anything I can do to uplift you or collaborate with you, please let me know. Have an amazing week. Thank you.